Alright folks, buckle up because this might just be the final nail in The View's coffin.
Democrats in the media are now unloading all their nasty attacks on rising Trump White House star and new press secretary, Karoline Leavitt.
A massive lawsuit has just rocked the show, and this time, it's not just bad press, it's a full-blown legal disaster. Karoline Leavitt, the sharp, fearless, and unapologetically conservative powerhouse, has just dropped a legal bombshell that left Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and Sunny Hostin in absolute panic mode. And here's the kicker. This lawsuit is so explosive that insiders say ABC is now seriously considering pulling the plug on the show for good. Yes, you heard that right. The View might be finished. So what exactly happened? How did Karoline's lawsuit shake up daytime television this badly? And most importantly, could this be the moment that finally shuts down The View for good? Oh, trust me, you do not want to miss this. But before we get into the juicy details, smash that like button and hit subscribe for more exclusive uncensored updates. Did you subscribe? Awesome, let's dive right in. So let's rewind a bit.
Well, listen. If you don't have anything to say, you blab. You just go on and 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 on.
Voters do not agree with these despicable women on The View. They are wildly out of touch with the vast majority of Americans, and frankly, they should seek immediate help because voters are going to re-elect President Trump back to the White House very soon because voters see these trials that are being brought forward against President Trump for what they are. They are sham show trials. They are election interference in an attempt to imprison President Trump. And the irony in all of this is that Joe Biden and the Democrats and these ladies on The View constantly say President Trump is the alleged threat to democracy, when in fact they themselves are wishfully thinking that President Trump will be imprisoned when he has not been convicted of any crimes. That is the real threat to democracy. Voters see that, and that's why President Trump continues his dominance in the polls, not just with Republicans and independents, but he's also picking up historic gains with Democrat constituencies such as African Americans, Hispanic Americans, and union workers.
The View has gone after Karoline Leavitt before. They've mocked her, belittled her, and dismissed her accomplishments because, let's be honest, she doesn't fit their far-left narrative. And this time, they went too far. During a heated segment, Joy Behar, who, let's face it, never holds back her smug comments, suggested that Karoline only got her job because of her looks.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to be clear, though. It's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump administration.
Whoopi Goldberg, of course, chimed in, claiming that without wokeness, Karoline wouldn't even have a career.
Yeah. I would like this young lady this is her first job, I would like her to do a little homework because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah. Let
me explain something to you, because without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because women were not invited to that table. Women were not invited to many tables in this nation. The reason we fought and busted our behinds to make sure that you didn't have to worry about this. And now to hear you talk about it and to hear anybody talk about the wokeness was put in place for a reason. Because black people couldn't get into colleges. Because women could not get into the colleges they wanted to go to. This is all women. Yeah. See, this is not black, Asian women. This is all women. Women were not invited to this party. It was a man's world, and we busted our asses to make sure that this was a person's world.
This commentator said, Whoopi is mansplaining the press secretary job to Karoline Leavitt. Hilarious.
And Sunny Hostin, well, she did what she always does, made it all about race. But Karoline wasn't about to let this slide. She didn't just clap back, she hit them where it really hurts, their wallets. That's right, Karoline Leavitt just filed a major lawsuit against The View and its hosts for defamation, character assassination, and malicious intent. And now, the entire show is in full-blown damage control mode. As soon as news of the lawsuit broke, The View's producers completely lost it. Inside sources say ABC executives immediately called an emergency meeting to figure out how to handle this crisis.
Voters do not agree with these despicable women on The View. They are wildly out of touch with the vast majority of Americans, and frankly, they should seek immediate help.
The big question, can the show survive this lawsuit, or is this finally the end? And here's where it gets even crazier. Rumors are swirling that Joy Behar and Whoopi Goldberg could actually be fired over this. Why? Because ABC does not want to deal with a long, messy legal battle, especially when The View has already been bleeding viewers and losing advertisers left and right. One insider put it bluntly, this lawsuit could cost ABC millions. If they have to choose between keeping The View or protecting their money, they're choosing the money. Ouch.
Also calls today for The View to go next when you've got hosts like Whoopi Goldberg spitting when she's speaking about Donald Trump. Look at this.
No, you can't refute anything with him because he just, when I say him, I mean...
He rambles.
Trump.
Yeah.
He tends to just...
But can I mention one thing? Because
that's on the ABC, of course, but what a class act. I mean, speaking about Donald Trump, you can't make this stuff up. Should The View go next?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Sunny Hostin has faced challenges or she's been in trouble, let's say, by executives at ABC for some of these smears and lies that she spread. There needs to be some level of accountability with these talk show hosts. People tune in to left-wing networks. They expect to get a left-wing talking point. But what they shouldn't expect or what we shouldn't treat as normal is the fact that there is nothing but denigration and maligning of characters.
But here's where things take an even wilder turn. In a shocking twist, sources say The View's legal team has already reached out to Karoline Leavitt, begging for a settlement. That's right, after years of running their mouths without consequences, Whoopi, Joy, and Sunny are now pleading for this to go away. But Karoline, oh, she's not budging. She made it crystal clear. She's not just doing this for herself, she's taking a stand for all conservative women who have been mocked, dismissed, and slandered by the mainstream media. She's holding The View accountable for their toxic, divisive rhetoric. And most importantly, she's sending a message that conservatives won't stay silent anymore. And the internet? Oh, it loves this. Social media exploded with support, with hashtags like Cancel The View and Karoline Exposes The View trending within hours. One viral tweet summed it up perfectly. The View has slandered conservatives for years with zero accountability. Karoline is about to change the game. No mercy.
Bang, Rowan, I couldn't do that at 27. No nonsense, straight to the point, courage, detail.
At this point, the writing is on the wall. This lawsuit is not just another controversy. It's a direct threat to the survival of The View. Ratings tanking, advertisers jumping ship, ABC execs panicking. And now, the biggest question of them all. Will ABC finally pull the plug on The View? Think about it. The show has been haunted by scandals, and this lawsuit might be the tipping point that finally ends it. Will ABC fire Joy and Whoopi to save itself? Will they settle with Karoline in secret, or will The View actually get canceled? Oh, trust me, this drama is far from over.
Isn't it rich that The View is saying she got the job based on looks when DEI is all about based on looks?
Now it's your turn to weigh in. Did The View finally go too far? Do you think Karoline is right to hold them accountable? And most importantly, will ABC actually shut the show down after this disaster? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We're reading all of them. And before you go, smash that like button and hit subscribe so you never miss a breaking update.